I feel that there's one anime that any anime fan should watch at least once because it's integral. It is one of a kind and stands above a lot of stories in anime because it's so connective with humanity. And that anime that I'm referring to, and I'm sorry for hyping it so much, has to do with this little plushie. Where's this from? Well, it's from an anime called Clanad. And Clanad is about a story of a guy who has no friends. I mean, I could go on forever about this story if I could. It's such a beautiful story, and there's so much love, funny moments, and just a lot to it. It's described as one of the most sad anime of all time, but I think what makes those sad moments very bright and emotional is the fact that there are so many joyful moments in the series. And those joyful moments really encapsulate what is Clanad. Clanad is separated into two parts. You have the Clanad original story, and then you have the Clanad after story. After story takes place basically after the events of the first season of the anime, which is just Clanad. People say that Clanad, like the original story, is just not good enough. So everything that goes after, which is an after story, is pretty good. I honestly love both seasons just because there's this childness like memories in the first season that you don't get anywhere else with any other anime, at least to my knowledge. You don't really get that much of a childlike imagination when it comes to just feeling like a child again in anime. You can't find that anywhere. But in Clanad, they make it seem you're like a child again. And I get it. Some people don't like more childish anime like that. They like the mature action-based stuff. Planet is a whole different genre of anime. They do refer to action moments here and there, but it's obviously not an action anime. If you're looking for that, watch something like a Kami ga Kill and then enjoy it yourself while you're watching everyone die around you. I'm just kidding. Oh lord, I am full of jokes today, aren't I? So what makes Clanad so good is the fact that it encapsulates a childlike emotion within a series, but it also brings you into Clanad Afterstory. Clanad Afterstory hits you a lot different because now you're moving on to adulthood and what it's like to be an adult and have all these responsibilities around you that you need to take care of that just can overweigh the mind and make you think that things aren't gonna be okay. And this happens for Tomoya. Tomoya is the main character of Clanad, the original story. And then you also have Nagisa, you have Tomoyo, which is the silver-haired girl, Fuko, which is the sister of an older lady, which I believe she was once a teacher at the high school that they attended. I could talk about the story forever, but it doesn't really do it justice until you actually watch the series. Clanad, the original series, puts up like a big front, and then you get some hint of what the characters are actually going through because they just laugh it off for the most part, but it's like, ha 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 ha. Oh. Nagisa eventually finds out that her parents gave up their dreams just to have her be the dream. She doesn't realize that until they actually say it. Like, you're our dream, Nagisa. We wouldn't trade it for anything for the world. That's why we traded our dreams to see you fulfill your dreams. And so it's kind of an emotional moment. I honestly love the series, hence why I have a dongo right here. I have two dongos up there that I showed. I have a Nagisa figure, I believe, up there. Yeah, she's right there. She's right there. You can see her. It just goes back to a lot of attributes that make us human. We all have dreams and aspirations, and sometimes those things can't become reality. We just have to accept that fact. The one cool thing that I find ironic about Clanad for myself personally is the fact that Nagisa wants to pursue acting, and that's something that I watched as a kid. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Now that I'm actually pursuing it, it made it even 10 times more funnier. What I find very sad about Nagisa is the fact that she's a very kind soul, but very weak. You get a lot of stories of her of how she would go ill very easily, especially when she was out in the snow and her dad found her, and he just wanted to protect her. All that time, it just broke him down to his core. And so when something similar happened to Moya, especially when she got sick more closely to her graduation. She wasn't able to graduate on time, so she had to move a year back. I had a friend like that back in high school, and it actually messed her up, but eventually she did get through it. With Nagisa's case, it's more dire because it's like whenever she gets sick, she is close to death. You would know what I mean. You've probably seen a lot of memes on it before, but I would not even meme around this anime. Even if I could, I would not. It talks about how the mind could be so powerful to stop you in your tracks when you're the most doubtful. You think about the worst thing that can happen, and realistically, by the end of the series, Find Out After Story tells you that you shouldn't be afraid of what's the worst to come because you should be looking forward to what's the best to come. And I think that's the reason why I love it so much and why I cried to it so much. I'm not here to compare animes, but for me personally, I've watched Angel Beats at least like 4 times already, rewatched it 3 times, watched it once, first time, and I don't even cry to it as much as I used to. With any anime, it goes for anything in life. The more you react, the more you experience something, it just becomes very lackluster. And I've only rewatched Clannad like I believe once, but every time I watch it, it has the same feeling. The story is meant to teach you something other than what its initial cover is. Clannad is all about joy, wow, being with your friends and stuff, but when it comes down to it, about your relationships, how they will affect each other, how willing are you to care for one another, and it goes more further than just simple love and that's it. Especially during winter time. Winter is the best time to watch Clannad. I actually should show it off, but I have the most exclusive Blu-ray version of Clannad. Let me get it for you. So, I have the most exclusive version of Clannad here, and it is signed. You're gonna be laughing at this, and you know what? I don't think it's a meme because I'm quite fans of these two YouTubers that I've watched throughout my childhood from like I was gonna say grade 15, but that's my age 15. They're very inspirational to me, hence why I had them sign it. But this is my official steelbook Clannad. I don't know if you can actually hold it and actually have it focused, but it says Clannad right there, as you can see. It's signed by Giga and Anime Man, which is Joey. I call myself Joey. Kind of funny there. Let me show you guys what that looks like the official steelbook. And I have it, and it comes in the plastic like this. It says Clannad there. And it just has that look on the front. The back is just Fuko and Tomoya, which I find to be very cool. Clannad on the side. And when I had them sign it, they were like, "Are you sure you want us to sign this? Because it's such a iconic anime series." I was like, yeah, most definitely, because they're much anime fans as I am, and they've watched a lot of series, and they would all agree. Clannad is one of the top tier anime of all time. This is what it looks like on the inside there. Pretty much has like all the DVD disc. These are all Blu-ray, by the way. I'm not going to pull each DVD out because there's like at least 3 layers of DVDs on both sides that have different sort of looking pictures with all of the characters on them, which I find to be very cool. Just the regular Clannad on the left of me, and then on this side closest to me, you have Clannad After Story, and these are the collector's edition. I've never even watched this, so for all I know, it could have like extras where the voice actors are talking or the directors are talking. I don't know. It would be very fascinating to watch this eventually one day and be like, what the heck? Because I will rewatch the series one day. And I gotta say, my first 4 anime were Zerno Tsukaima. I've talked about that one quite a while. It's Toradora after that. It's Canon 2006 after that. And then after that is Clannad. I wouldn't have it any other way. But I definitely highly recommend people watch the series because it's life-changing. You feel a lot different after watching Clannad, and that's something that's proven with its story, its moments, its everything, dude. You need to watch it. And I can't emphasize that more. But let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. Let me know if you guys are willing to give this a watch. Clannad, I believe it's on Crunchyroll. I don't know if both Clannad and Clannad After Story are on Crunchyroll, like both of them. You might have to watch it somewhere else. I'm not going to tell you where to watch it because I don't want to get in trouble for that kind of stuff. I do know some resources, but I'm not going to explain it to you. But yeah, highly recommend you watch this. Find it anywhere, wherever it is, and watch it because it's so good. With that being said, I have been Noble Oath. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below your guys' thoughts and opinions. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care and peace.